Hi, it's me again. It's Helen Thomas and the CDFM study group. I am going to be going over CDFM Module 4, which is the acquisition part for those who want to aspire to go further on with their certification. And this part, I'm going to be looking at Section 9, Decision Assessments and Reports. So we've developed the system. We look at the technology requirements. We look at how we're going to secure that technology. And now we want to look at decision assessments and reports. What are the different requirements? So this part is going to be very important to remember the phases, the milestones that each item occurs. So let's begin. So what are milestone decision points? Simply areas where initiate programs and authorize entry into major acquisition phases. Remember, before you can go into a next phase or next part of the acquisition process, you have decision points where the milestone decision authorities will determine whether you keep on, are we on point with cost, schedule, performance, what. So milestone decision point B, a favorable decision formally initiates an acquisition program. So what are technology readiness assessment? When? So I should say, where are they reviewed? At milestone B and C. So technology readiness is reviewed at milestone B and C. Milestone decision C, a successful outcome of milestone C results in the program moving into full rate. So you need to know, okay, when do we move to full rate production? Successful milestone C. At what milestone decision point, if necessary, independent technology readiness assessments are done? And it says at milestone C. So you kind of look at all the ones that happen at C, all the ones that happen at B. No, you see the deputy. So this is the information and technology guide. The C4 we talked about in 8, and IT is when we talked about the IT folks here. Automation system, the results of the analysis of the alternative basis for technology development strategy. So we're talking about the who here at milestone C. So who reports current estimate of each acquisition program baseline periodically? So the bottom line, if you don't know the who, always pick program manager. You can't go wrong. So the program manager reports the current cost, schedule, and performance of a full rate production decision review for the full rate production review. What is the role of the Usda Tnl? He's the Defense Acquisition Executive, the chairman of the Defense Acquisition Board. So it's not here, but I'm just recalling some of the things that he does and conducts. Defense Acquisition Board reviews for acquisition category 1 Delta programs and major program milestone. So he's the Usda Tnl is the milestone decision authority for all acquisition category 1 Delta programs. So who advises the Usda Tnl on major acquisition? He has a board, Defense Acquisition Board. The Usda Tnl, who chairs that board? The Usda Tnl chairs the Defense Acquisition Board, and which is not is the vice chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, is the vice chairman of the Defense Acquisition Board. So the Usda Tnl and the vice chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff co-chairs the Defense Acquisition Board. Who provides the forum for approving acquisition category IAM, 1AM milestone? So these are your information automation systems. So this is your Information Technology Acquisition Board. So just like you have a Defense Acquisition Board, you also have an Information Technology Acquisition Board to go over the acquisition category 1AM programs. So who assigns a joint potential designator? The JROC, chaired by the vice chairman, let's see, reviews programs designated as JROC interest And so joint, so anything that had the word joint on it, remember JROC, Joint Requirements Oversight Council, who the chairman is the vice chairman of the Joint Chief of Staff, reviews anything that has a potential to be a joint program. What is the Integrated Product Team, IPT? Team composed of representatives from appropriate functional lines working together. So that's a working group of subject matter experts from each area coming together to talk about that system development. So for acquisition category 1 Delta and 1 AM programs, how many types of IPTs do we have? So it says we have 2, the overarching and the working level. So we have the 2, right? Is it 2? Let's see. Actually, OIPT and WIPT. All right, let's see. Who leads the OIPT? Overarching Integrated Product Team. Director, Defense Systems, or Deputy to the ASD. So all your signal folks. Strategic Guidance Program. You have working level IPTs, identify and resolve program issues, and program level IPTs. Program execution include government and after contract award industry. So I would say overarching, you have 1 overarching, you have working level, and you have program level. So what happens when the current estimate for the program indicates that cost, schedule, or performance will not be achieved? So I'm going to highlight this because you got some day. The program manager will notify the MDA within 30 days of occurrence and action to bring the program back within the baseline. We're off course. So in 90 days, you must bring the program back into the acquisition program baseline, or a new program must be approved, or an overarching integrated planning team. Let's see. Yeah, product team, integrated product team baseline conducted and approved. So what happens when you're going over the cost overrun? Then you need to notify the milestone decision authority within 30 days, and you need to bring that program back into that cost level approved in 90 days, or you're going to have to request another program baseline. So what is the selected acquisition report? SAR reports the status of the total program cost, schedule, and performance, as well as program unit cost for all acquisition 1 program. Must submit to Congress. Let's highlight that. On March, June, September, no later than 45 days after the quarter ends. SAR report, selected acquisition report. At what percentage should the SecDef reports to Congress increase above the baseline in the program acquisition unit cost and the average procurement unit cost? 15% or more above the baseline. Research the importance. So yeah, we got to go back over there. So we got to study some more on this part of it. So when USD considers the SAR reporting terminated, when 90% of the expected production deliveries or planned acquisition expenditures have been made, or when the program is not considered acquisition 1, is when we determine we don't need to complete a selected acquisition. So what are the 2 decision points? Milestone decisions, milestone A, B, and C, and your decision reviews by your milestone decision authority. So this concludes section, I'm going to go back up, section 9, decisions, assessments, and reports in the CDFM module 4. See you again next time.